everyone. Welcome to another episode of 44. We're going to call this one the Gentleman's Podcast, a.k.a. the Noisy Podcast, a.k.a. We Are Extremely Homeless.
A.k.a. the Shit Show.
The Shit Show, yeah. This one was really hard to get going for some reason.
Yeah, we tried yesterday.
Yeah.
That did not pan out.
It did not.
And then we were like, okay, no worries. We'll do it today.
We got this going.
We'll bring on Gabe.
Yeah, everyone loves Gabe.
But he had some stuff going on. Totally, like, legit. Like, he has some...
Yeah, but the funny part is, like, we waited for him because he's like, oh, I'll be here at this time. We're like, cool.
Yeah, we're like, okay, no worries.
So it's, like, only an hour behind. But then we missed our window.
And then I was like, okay, well, I got to, like, do family dinner, which I was going to do after the podcast. Yeah. So then we sat there, did that. And then, like, 8 o'clock at night, we're like, all right, let's get the thing off the road.
Let's do this.
But our carpets were being steam cleaned.
Yeah.
Where we normally have been recording.
I mean, I guess we could have gone back. We could have gone to Old Faithful trailer.
We could have gone to the trailer, but you know it's going to be spicy because we weren't in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be
very hot.
So
I had to, like, lug everything out there, including tables and chairs.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. And then I had the idea because Jason has a very nice gazebo in his backyard with a fire pit. And I was like, oh, let's do the Gentleman's Podcast. Let's get some stogies. Let's get some beer. Get the fire pit going. And we'll just have a good old time, like some two gentlemen.
It was actually, right up until it wasn't, it was very nice.
Yeah, it was great. I was like, oh, man, this is going to be perfect. It's nice outside. It was
very quiet.
And as soon as we were, like, ready to go, this fucking AC unit turned on.
Which is about 8 feet away from us.
Yeah, so I'm going to try my best to edit it out. But I am sorry if there's a low rumble, because if I take out all the bass, then we sound like munchkins. So that's a fun fact. But anyways, thank you for bearing with us. It's episode 44 and we're still getting our shit figured out. But I'm your co-host with the most, always down to give a toast at weddings.
There you go.
Tom. And I'm joined by my solo brother.
By Jason.
Yeah,
that is I.
Yes, it's him. I feel like maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. I'll edit this podcast, and I'll get our first episode of TC&J up. I'll make some intro.
That'd be cool.
To get it up, yeah. 'Cause the only reason it's not up yet is just
because we were doing the intro video. We haven't done yet.
We haven't done yet, but I'll just get it up because I feel like we need more content on our page.
Yeah.
And I keep talking about putting more content on there.
We can come back and
I haven't done it. Yeah.
Put in like an intro down the road.
Never. Yeah. Expect that sometime this week too.
Sweet.
Done. Watch out, Macklemore's. We're coming for you. Next up, it's the TC&J show at Balboa Theater during San Diego Comic-Con.
Right. We're coming for you with an intellectual property that was ours before it was yours. So
this is true. I have the tapes.
Reclaiming our throne.
I have the tapes. If it didn't cost like $100 million, I would go get those tapes digitized. I'd just be like, I'm gonna give you these tapes. Don't question what's on them.
We're just hanging on to them for the lawsuit.
Yeah. Just enjoy them. Yeah, man, this is actually quite nice, though. The cigar's nice, fire's nice.
Everything but the AC.
The AC.
It's quite nice.
You did go inside to ask if they would turn it off. Was it just like a no-go?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It was like a, no, I'm sorry, but no. I was like, all right.
Cool.
Swag.
They're
like, how about the front yard? We have another fire pit in the front yard.
Yeah.
And there's currently a couch that's like being thrown out like right next to the fire pit. But I was like, you got cars driving by.
Yeah.
Where we have we have a good sized wall that's like a sound baffle for that. Yeah. So it's kind of a lose-lose. But
took the lesser of evils.
Yeah. So we lost Sterling because he's at work. We have to record them on weekends because he works until like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And he works like at the border. So it'd be like 11-ish before he actually got back here, and
by the time
I'm in bed.
Yeah, Jason's got that work life.
Yeah, I got the early works.
Thomas is unemployed, so actually I want to go to bed early tonight because I actually have the interview tomorrow. So
yeah,
we were just discussing what I was going to be wearing before we started this podcast. I think we decided khakis, brown shoes, white button down, green corduroy jacket, and bow tie.
Not a bow tie.
Okay.
That's kind of try hard.
Too hard. What kind of tie should I wear? I don't have a big black tie anymore. I know it sounds weird, but I don't.
You probably shouldn't though if you're doing brown and green.
Yeah.
Like and khaki. I would say. I mean, do you have any sort of like? It doesn't have to be the same color green. In fact, it probably shouldn't be. But do you have another like green tie?
The only green tie I have. This is a weird thing to talk about on a podcast. The only green tie I actually have is like it's kind of like a lighter green with blue, and it's like diamond patterned.
We did look at my ties when we go inside if you want.
Yeah, you
see
do
if I
have
one
a shit ton of ties.
I have many. For those of you who are listening, so I have like, I've slimmed it down quite a bit, but I have like 35 ties.
Yes.
And I threw away like another like 40.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I just don't have an occasion to wear these enough.
You inherited them, right?
Yeah, I inherited many. I brought like 20. I inherited like 100. And I like slowly pared it back down to like a manageable like one tie rack's worth.
There you go. I'm enjoying this cigar right now because on my headphones, on my sounds, I got a really good like rasp going on in the register. Yeah.
You're like, late night talk show.
Late night talk show. Hello, welcome to the Panty Hour with your hosts Thomas and Jay. Yeah, let's just get right into it and take a caller.
Right.
Caller 1, you're on the air.
You're smoking Ecuadorian cigars.
They're quite tasty.
They are. They were pretty cool. I picked them up a couple weeks back, and they are called like factory rejects. So they had like discolored wrappers, but otherwise like all the tobacco and everything inside was good. They just didn't look as pretty as like the cigars they wanted to sell.
Oh, so that's cool. So you got them for discounted.
Yeah.
That's like there's a lot of like Blue Apron and like those kind of things.
Yeah.
There was one that I saw on that show Shark Tank that was really cool, where basically they have deals with the local farmers and they buy the produce that the like superstores wouldn't buy, so like the ones that aren't like the pretty potatoes or the pretty carrots, you know, not uniform, and then they send you like fresh produce like every week, but it's like but at discount prices because it's the produce that stores gonna want. I was like, yeah, dude, because otherwise the farmers just throw that shit away because they're not gonna make money.
These were gonna go in the trash, and someone's like, well, I mean, they're still like really nice cigars. People smoke them for the tobacco, not the wrapper, and they're like, they're ugly.
But they're
not even ugly. They look like a normal cigar to me.
They do. Like, I'm wondering, like, is it supposed to look darker? Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know. If they're supposed to be like a lighter leaf or something. But yeah, so they're very nice cigars. Very mellow.
They're pairing nicely with our Red Trolley, which is, I'm on a Red Trolley kick right now. So, Red Trolley, hit us up. I will sponsor you.
Right.
Or you'll sponsor us, and I will drink your beer.
What happened to your last Red Trolley, Tom?
Oh, so it's a sad tale of condensation, rocking chairs, and video games. And I leaned forward in my chair and thought I had my beer, but my beer slipped on my legs and fell and foamed up and got all over my really expensive Elite controller. It was really sad. I took one sip of that beer.
He had a moment of just like, he had that panic, and then he just like, he kind of like collapsed. He was defeated. He was like, fuck.
I was like, oh, I had one sip of that beer. That was sick. And it just dumped all over the floor.
It was good.
It was great.
Brought him like 8 paper towels. He was like, I'm going to need a lot more.
I kept saying I needed a towel, and you kept bringing me paper towels. I was like, I don't think you understand. There's beer in your carpet. Like,
yeah, he was like, it was like the whole bottle.
Yeah,
I didn't realize like at first like how much had been in there. He's like, no. Jay, I had a drink.
I had a sip. Like it was a bottle of beer.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a good story.
Yeah, I was pretty bummed.
So these are quite tasty in the palate because they're on the palate.
Yeah, I'm actually
on the carpet.
Get to drink this one. Oh man. So yeah, podcasting. We had an adventure yesterday.
God, we did.
I think that's why we didn't go and.
Yeah, we tried to do both.
We tried to do both, and
the problem was
we also did like lunch.
Yeah, and we wanted to play with our toys afterwards, so we went to Toys R Us. What's their for kids? Where the kids go? What's their like slogan?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
It's like Toys R Us.
Nerf for nothing.
Nerf for nothing. We went there for Nerf guns.
We went there for Nerf guns. Because we're gonna kill zombies with Nerf guns in a park. Because we're kids.
Okay, so yeah, to back this up a little bit, we went there for Nerf guns because there's an event on Facebook and like Tom's Meetup app.
Yeah.
And they're two different events, but the same concept, which is like zombies with Nerf guns, and like Nerf melee weapons and stuff. Where you go to like a park and basically like most of the team starts out as humans with a few zombies, but if you get tagged, you become a zombie. and your Nerf darts will stun the zombies but not kill them. So like the zombie horde just slowly but surely keeps growing.
Yeah, it looks like also the event on Facebook had like specialty zombies and like
that's cool.
and like boss zombies, and like both. It was funny because both events were separate events, but both on the same day, and both was like the first game of that new event. And I was like, oh man, and we couldn't go because we were.
It was very interesting. Like, oh, this idea just kind of sprung up. So we're like, we want in on this.
Yeah.
And now Tom has about 200 Nerf guns.
No, not anymore. I got rid of a lot of my Nerf guns, sadly, but because I had them all over, and then it's like I was like, I need to condense them down to one bin. So I kept my favorites.
He still has several, like a good handful of Nerf guns. But that being said, we were looking for like some kind of different stuff. I needed to get one because I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah.
And Sterling, I think he said they had like one, but he wasn't sure like where it was.
Yeah, so he just bought a new one.
So he's like, I need one just to be safe.
I almost bought a $150 one, which I would have been stoked about.
This is true. Now Sterling in natural, just Sterling form, way overcommitted.
I think so.
To this.
Although you haven't seen my setup yet. Like, I went to Army Salvation today, and I found a pouch I'm going to use, and I found some clip holders.
Did you actually go to the Salvation Army, or did you go to the
GI
Joe surplus store? Tom likes to call this the Army surplus store, the Salvation Army, which are very different.
Very different things. Sorry, I do it all the time.
What did the Salvation Army? I picked up a flak jacket and
whoa,
the air conditioner turned off.
It's probably nice in there now.
Listen how quiet it became.
It's gonna be like adamant. Like now I'm kind of fucked because like at least if it was through the whole entire thing,
I could
just edit the one thing. But now I gotta like that just made more work.
The shit show continues.
That's funny as shit.
Okay, so
but yeah, so I bought a pouch for like the loose darts.
Okay,
so it's just like a basic pouch, and I was like, okay, perfect. And then I bought a clip like to hold M4 clips. And like and I was like, okay, like it looks like it's gonna fit. Although there's like holders on the top that I think I'm gonna have to cut just so they can slide in.
Yeah,
I haven't tested it yet. And then I tried to buy a very specific piece for my like I have a thigh holster, and then the thigh holster has like a strap that goes around the belt, so it kind of doesn't slip down the leg. And I lost that part a while ago, so I was trying to see if they just had like an extra piece like that.
Yeah, like another piece of just like military.
Yeah, nylon or whatever, and they didn't have it. Like they had the holster, and I tried taking that piece off and kind of taking it up front, and like I bought like a buckle too, and I was like, hey, so like I found this like with the holsters, but didn't have a price on it. Can I just buy it? And the guy was like, no, man, that goes with the whole holster. And I was like, damn it. So I ended up buying the buckle, thinking, okay, well I'll just buy some nylon because it's the same size buckle, right? I was like, I'll just buy some nylon and make a new one.
Yeah.
So then I was like, where do I buy nylon from? Ended up going to Home Depot, buying a nylon belt, and then going home, trying the buckle. Buckles were different sizes. So I ended up having to like take that buckle off, take the belt apart, put that buckle on the one side, and then fucking like wood glue and like sew like a loop of nylon to make a new belt loop.
Today on Crafts with Tom.
Yeah, dude, I fucking did it so hard. Oh, I also bought some carabiners.
Nice.
I don't know why, but I was like, I feel like I need these. There's also like, I'm sorry, I went into it today at Home Depot. There's also these really cool things that are made by Husky, and it's a carabiner on a loop, right? And then a strap that's like Velcro, and like it's normally used to hold like garden hoses or like things in your garage of that manner. I'm sorry, I just burped in the mic. But if you take it around and put the loop on your belt, then you have a loose carabiners hanging there, so you can like hang shit off of that. Yeah, that's my loadout.
So I'm still toying with the idea of like finding a place within the like the magazines where we could like drill a hole and put a carabiner through.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna try it on those mags? You think that would work?
So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you drill low enough. I don't know if
you go in the corner because when you fill them like to 6, it only goes like halfway.
Yeah, you still have room in the spring.
There's a lot of, as long as it's not interfering with the spring or anything in there, I think you have a lot of room in the bottom. I just also don't want to
crack it.
I don't want to crack it. I don't know how like secure.
Yeah, like
it is.
Like pulling it off and stuff like that.
Right.
Would be my only concern there.
Yeah.
Because I have like 32 clips, as we said yesterday. And I was like, I mean, I don't know if I'll carry them all into battle, but it'd be good.
Yeah.
To have some.
It would just, I know it'd be like quicker for me, and like, especially like changing them out and like putting them back in, because like, so I have
because you don't want to drop them.
I have like a
them.
bandolier where like it's got like elastic, but like the elastic's really tight on the clip, so they're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
But like putting them back in to swap out, I'm like, I'm going to lose some magazines.
Yeah, you don't want
to wear like
drop them on the floor
and
big
then ass like cargo pants.
And they're
going to
be gone.
You know? Yeah. So I'm like, if I had like an easy way to like clip, snap, reload, like that would be ideal. I just don't know how effective it'll be, I guess. Like,
yeah. I mean, maybe even if you did like somehow figured out how to get like a string through a hole.
Right. I don't
so
know,
it wasn't so big as a carabiner, and then hook the carabiner.
I was thinking do the carabiner, but like maybe get like one of those like car key rings or something.
Yeah,
like,
that would work.
I just need to see. Like, I need to experiment with it.
Yeah, play around.
Yeah.
Are we going to the one on Saturday?
So yeah. No, that's gone. I don't have anything going on.
No, you're going to the concert, I thought.
Just a night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's noon from noon to 3.
Yeah.
Or should we record podcast?
Oh no, my wife's gonna be back. But yeah, we're doing the podcast. I don't know. We'll figure it out. This Sunday, I'm supposed to be doing a fundraiser.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That married life?
No. It's like I volunteered. It was a LuLaRoe like thing, and one of our like family friends is a saleswoman. Like, what do you call them? Counselor. I don't know what they're called.
Salesperson or whatever.
And supplier, I guess.
Oh, there you
go. And she was like, I want to like work with LuLaRoe and like do like a fundraiser for like a good cause, like who has some. And I thought she was just like taking suggestions at first, so I was like, oh, like if you're looking for suggestions, Canine Companions for Independence is like a really cool fundraiser. They're a nonprofit organization, and they help. They've given like over 5,000 people like service dogs.
That's cool.
They
that's cool.
They train them from puppies, and they also have like a separate division for like veterans and stuff. They've done like over like 1,000 of those, I think. So, so it's cool. There's a really cool company. They do all kinds of like. There's obviously like dogs for the blind, but there's also like PTSD dogs and dogs that I don't know. They do all. They have like different divisions for like different types of disabilities to help treat people try to lead normal lives. And I was like, oh, like I recommend this one. She's like, sweet. When are we gonna do it? And I was like, well, I committed now. So
you had to like did you set up the event and everything?
I'm basically just gonna like I'm picking the date, and we're gonna do it at her house because we're state of flux here, obviously. But she volunteered. She's like, do you want me to do it here or like come to you guys? And we're like, if you could do it there, that'd be awesome. I just basically like bring some snacks and drinks and like do the invites. But I messaged her today, and I don't think I heard anything back from her today, just to be like, hey, are we still on for Sunday?
Doing that thing. Look at you being all volunteer-y. That's what Chubby Cat should do. We should get into humanitarian work.
Right. I haven't done anything today, so I don't know. But we were originally aiming for Sunday. But if I don't have enough time to like make the event and like get people, we might just try to reschedule it.
For sure.
But yeah, so that's the only thing I've got going on Sunday though, and I think it's only for like 2 hours.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out. This is the part of the podcast where we try to be an adult and figure out our plans for the week. Because if you don't, then it just kind of goes by
all the time. Okay, so this is going to be kind of an interesting segue, but right. So I was talking to my wife today about something else, or like her schedule for the concert, and I don't know. It was about the LuLaRoe thing, because I didn't know she's going to be back. She's leaving on Thursday, and she's coming back on Saturday.
Oh, she's going on like a retreat.
Yeah. I was like, "Are you going to be back?" And she's like, "Yeah." Like, this is when I get back here. I'm like, "Oh, cool." I'm like, you're like my calendar. Like, thank God for you, because like
my life dictates around you.
Yeah, like I have a loose grasp of like our social engagements. Like every week, like, what's your plan? Like, what's your weekend look like? I'm like, I do not know. Ask my wife. Like,
text my wife.
Just don't know. So she's like, maybe we should get like sync up our Google calendars or whatever. And I'm like, probably not a bad idea. Like our Apple calendars,
Yeah.
I was like, not a terrible plan. So anyway, so she's like my She makes all the decisions there. Speaking of
all the decisions,
though, financially, how secure would you be about, like, I know we've joked about it, but like having a sugar mama?
A sugar mama?
Yeah.
Oh man, you really want to go into this? 'Cause I think we discussed this before, right?
I think we've discussed having one, like, and like I kind of like joked about it, but like, honest.
Are you saying like someone's offering, like you know someone?
No, I'm just saying. There you go.
No, like I would definitely be down. No, for sure.
And you wouldn't like.
Okay, what
like
are
long term?
Yeah, I mean, like it would all depend on who the woman is and like what her needs are. You know?
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, you read about it and they're like, oh, it's not like like you see sugar babies and they're like, oh, it's not a sexual thing. It's just like they're professional. I hang out with them, you know, and I'm basically their arm candy. So first off, if a woman thought I was pretty enough to be arm candy and like take to events, that'd be fucking sick. Because I'm not like ripped or anything. I'm just young. That's all I have going for me at the moment.
I'm not your typical arm candy.
Yeah, like, oh, this is blah blah blah, and it's like, wow, he's kind of tall and fat. Like, wears glasses. What's up with him? Oh, he's got a great sense of humor. And I'm like,
he's got a great sense of humor and 7-inch penis. Slopes a little bit.
I do got a 7-inch penis. God bless me with a 7-inch penis. It doesn't get to see daylight often.
It's pale.
Yeah. What was our analogy? I was like, I'm in search for a box. It was good. It was good. I was like, I'm just looking for, like, do we need a box? And I was like, I need a box.
Yeah. You're like, I would kill for a box.
I would kill for a box right now. Although I did read that women don't find it attractive when guys are desperate. And I know I talk about me wanting a girlfriend or to get married or have sex a lot on this podcast. But, like, I'm also, like, don't give a shit. It's just a character I play, people. I'm not that desperate.
He has kind of, like, transcended it recently.
I really have. I'm like Gandhi.
The other day, I said something, and he's like, oh, I've come to terms with the fact that I'm just going to die single.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's just...
But, like, kind of not joking. He's like, nope, like, if that's how it pans out, like...
It happens.
I'm all right.
Yeah,
like,
I've come to enlightenment. I've seen people fucking eating by themselves at restaurants. I was like, oh, man, I can never be that person. And then I find myself eating by myself a lot. And I'm like, you know what? This isn't that bad. Jason's trying not to spit up beer right now.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. But, like, I just have a great mental image of you, like, sitting down in the Olive Garden and just being like, I will have the endless pasta. Just like...
Yeah. But with that lifestyle, there is an end date. Because you can only live until you're like 40 by yourself. Like I'll give it a good 12 years. And then anything past that, I'm just like, all right.
Had a good run, guys.
Now I'm just taking up space on Earth.
Oh, God. That's like... It's a terrible mentality.
It is horrible. Oh, right in the banister, Red was here.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, his name's not even Red.
Yeah. Like, is that some sort of... Is that a metaphor? No, it's just a movie reference.
Although, okay, I know this is totally off tangent from where we're talking about sugar babies, but I have had this thought to really just fuck with someone's day, where you cut yourself and in your own blood write down, like, for example, be like, Jason, you did this to me on a wall, and then I kill myself in front of this wall. like as a final, like, fuck you, to like just like a prank or something. Like, that would really fuck your day, right?
Right, like Jason was the murderer.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
Jason did it.
Like,
here's his phone number.
Just get, like, you would be under... They wouldn't even need my phone number. They're gonna be like, does he have a known associate named Jason? Mom would be like, yeah, he's his best friend.
Best friend.
Address. He lives 2 blocks away.
Yeah. Just fuck your day so
I'd
hard.
go to jail.
Like, you would, and like
there's no way a jury would be like, it's right there.
It's right there.
He wrote it in his own blood. I'm
like, you know, they would bring up these podcasts and start listening to them and like just reading into them way more than anything possible. Right?
I'd be like, he joked about Tom eating alone. Like,
oh man. And then you feel bad for like the one investigator that had to sit through like hours and hours of content that we've made. And it comes down to TC&J, like a cassette tape that's been in the trunk of my like garage for years.
Oh man.
Oh, good times.
That'd be like, I don't know if that'd be like a rough job or like kind of an amusing one. Like, what if he like subscribed to the podcast afterwards? He's like, hey man, when you're out of jail, can you guys keep making content?
If you ever need a guest, let me know.
Just let me know. I need to fill in.
Anyways, back to
so
would you get sugared?
As like a single man, I probably would, but I don't think I could do it long term.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have no problems specifically like I know some men have like a sexist thing, like they have to feel like they're a provider. Trust me, I would enjoy, I think at least for a short term, just like kicking back, because like I could retire happily right now if I had the money. Like I know there's some people like Tom right here that like he's been unemployed for like 3 weeks,
almost 2 months.
2 months? Jesus Christ!
2 months on the 9th.
God, because it's been a little bit.
Yeah. But I was stir crazy after like a week.
But he lost his mind for a bit.
Yeah,
and then he kind of found, I think, his unemployment zen and was like, fuck it, I'm just
gonna watch anime all day.
Just gonna lean into the skid
and but like edit videos.
But like I can always find something to do.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like there have been times where I'm like, man, like I want to enjoy like going back to work, but like I wouldn't mind being like Dennis and like having work be optional. You know what I mean? Like being able to retire and be like, I'm bored. Yeah, I'll go get a job.
Yeah, go get a job or at least be able to like take on projects. But
yeah,
like,
or
oh,
just
do you
do
mean
something like
you mean make you a fucking table? Yeah, I'll make a table.
Yeah, I'll do that for you. Like, yeah, I'll start working in like my dad's workshop on like carpentry and like maybe sell some things. You know, like just be like yeah, maybe I'll just do that to occupy my time. So like I would totally be down for that, but I would have a hard time if it wasn't like a romantic thing. Like if Selena made like major bucks and was like, yeah, baby, you don't need to work. Like, I really enjoy my job.
Like, be a stay-at-home dad.
Like, I would be fine with that. But like having a stranger,
which is a staying-home parent is a job. Like, I'm not. Oh, sorry, I said that. Yeah. Like, but
yeah,
like,
we don't have a kid right now, so yeah. I'd be a stay-at-home bum,
hang out
basically. Yeah. Just clean the house and be like, all right, cool, I'm done. But like to have like a stranger do it, I'd be uncomfortable. I think long term because I don't like asking people for help.
Yeah,
like I like being independent.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And I feel like that'd be hard for me if it was somebody like I didn't know, like doing it for me.
Can you turn that mic a little bit more towards your face?
Yeah, I didn't realize it twisted.
There you go. Yeah, no, I was like, no, I understand that. Like the unemployment office, when I went to go visit, they're like, oh, we offer like free gas cards and
we
like
offer sugar daddies
and
sugar mamas.
Like I got like pamphlets for like WIC, like groceries and stuff. Yeah. And I like threw it all away. And he's like, you don't even want, I would take the free gas if I was you. And I was like, no, I like knew my job was ending and I budgeted for like 3 months of unemployment, like my bills and stuff. So I'm okay. And she's like, you sure it's free? And I was like, no, okay. Like, so I understand the mentality of like not wanting to ask for help when like,
yeah,
you got it, you know? Because I mean, the smart thing probably would be, oh yeah, have my gas covered for
probably. And it hasn't been like there were times where like I had to like break down and ask, and like my family is great. Like yeah, like all you ever need to do is ask, you know. But like it's just that pride thing.
Yeah, you feel bad.
Like, I don't want to be like that guy.
Yeah.
You know. So I would think I would feel guilty after like the honeymoon phase of like, fuck yeah, and then I'd be like, you know what, I'm kind of being a burden on like society and everyone. Like
yeah. Well, see, that's why I think if I took on the role of like a sugar baby, and the woman was like, hey, like, you don't have to work, you know, like, I would look, and it wasn't romantic, you know?
Yeah.
I would really take on the role of, like, okay, this is my job. Like, she's a professional woman who's doing very well for herself. Like, I would take every opportunity to hang out with her to, like, sure, have fun, but also, like, as a learning opportunity, you know? It's almost like a paid internship, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then, funny enough, I think I'd feel bad if it was romanticized. Like, because then I feel that kind of, like, I would overthink it and kind of be like, oh, man, I feel like a man whore. You know, it's and not that. Or she had like kids, and they're like, "Who the fuck are you?" Like,
it almost have to be like romanticized after the fact.
Yeah,
like I married you with nothing, and now you have something, and like we're we're cool with that. But yeah, I don't know that I'd be able to just go in and like she's and she was like, "Oh, I'm a duchess. Like I've inherited all this wealth. Like and it's fine. Like, I've got more than I'll ever need. Like, just, you don't have to work or anything. Like, we can live comfortably. And I'd be like,
Yeah. Well, because I mean, not to get like too personal, but like I know a girl who has done very well for herself. She's younger than me, and you know, she's well off, and was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna work. Like, I'll deal with my clients that I have now, but I'm not gonna work, you know, and I'll look for a job when I'm ready for a job, you know. I was like, that's cool. And I mean, she tried to pay for a lot of stuff, which I mean, I don't mind, but also at the same time, like, I'd be like, no, I can buy us coffee, like, it's cool, like, and it wasn't so much like a pride thing or anything. It was just more of like a, hey, like, I understand you have money, and I'm totally cool that you want to buy us dinner this time, but let me pick it up. Like, it's just like a courteous thing to do. Like, I don't want you to assume you have to pay for everything just because you have money.
There's got to be like, I think in those circumstances, to be able to feel like important, you have to almost feel like you could be a partner.
Yeah.
And you can't feel like a partner if you feel like you're not capable of like,
she would do shit like where I would buy us dinner or something, and then she would like try to slip me like $40. I'm like, you're good. Like, I bought us dinner, and then like
it's okay.
I would like look at my car and like
not every night, but like I can do this.
Yeah.
Like,
I would look out, and I had like the money be left in my car, and I'm just like,
you're like, damn it,
I'm an adult and I budgeted for this meal because I wanted to treat you to a meal.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh man. So the one I really wanted to ask, it's one reason he's not here, but I really wanted to ask like Sterling this question.
Yeah.
Because I think on the one like on the one hand, he would like appreciate it. On the other hand, I don't know that he would. For like, I don't know, for the same. I was curious for his answer, because I know like you and I had talked about like the concept of it, and I knew you were kind of open to it. I just kind of didn't know like fleshing out more details, but that was it when we had our original conversation. It was probably like take some notes. And I'm like, I want to talk about that more on the podcast and like dig into it. But what do you think, Sterling? Like, how do you think he would feel about it?
Yeah, this is a fun part where we put words in Sterling's mouth.
I know, right? I think total conjecture because he's not here.
Yeah, so. I think Sterling would definitely be into it. And I think he would definitely want to be like a romantic.
Yeah.
And I definitely think he would end up like marrying the woman or try to marry the woman. I don't know, yeah. That's my thoughts.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he would start off not romantic. He would try to turn it into romantic. And then...
Right. And maybe succeed, maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think about it. I'm like, oh, like, I know Sterling he tends to want to be like a caregiver.
Yeah.
But there's also been times that he's had to like have care given, and I feel like he might be not like accustomed to it, but like comfortable with that concept because he's had to have it before, so where it would maybe feel like inherently awkward. Like he's like, okay, like I, you know, like he might be more open to the concept of like, hey, yeah, like, yeah, like I'm attracted to like the perks of like, sweet, like I could just chill and like pursue my interests or whatever kind of without that. But the parts maybe uncomfortable might not be as uncomfortable for Sterling. So I was like, that might be a cool thing. But then I know at the same time, he also likes to do things like pay for dinner. And like, even for us, you know, like, oh, I got this one, you guys, like, not a big deal. And like make those gestures. And I don't know if that part would make him uncomfortable. You know what I mean? That's where I'm like, I think kind of yes, kind of no. Because I think part of his thing he likes to do at like when he goes to like a romantic side is to be able to show like, hey, like I like you kind of like you said, like I got this, like I'm an adult, I can treat you.
Yeah, it's a partnership.
Yeah, like I don't know if that would grate in him or not. So that's why I was curious. But
now, granted, there's different times for that too, because I remember being taken to Musso and Frank's in L.A., which is one of the oldest restaurants in L.A., and this is my first time being there, not knowing, and everything's served a la carte, and everything's like $20 and above. And I remember just fucking being like, well, this is above my pay grade. And I remember the person I went with was like for the whole, like the most baller move, like check came, and they're like, oh yeah, we got this. And I was like, thank God, because I was like, fuck, how am I going to eat for the next 4 days? Everything's
Christ.
Yeah. Like with like the drink I got and like the thing, I think my tab alone was like $60.
Yeah, it's like time and place for sure.
Yeah,
but and that's why I said I don't know, like if that were like a long-term thing would work.
Yeah, real quick.
Yes.
So I talked about this girl who was younger than me.
Yes.
How does that work? So I'd be technically still a sugar baby? Because normally,
I guess.
do you know what I'm talking about? Because normally they're older. But in that kind of context, I was like, I definitely was the older one.
You sugar old man.
Yeah. I was just the dirty grandpa.
The dirty grandpa.
I mean, she's into it.
What if you're called like a candied grandpa?
The Candyman can.
The Candyman can. I like that.
Oh shit! Next girlfriend.
You going for the Candyman?
You gonna call me Candyman? You don't have to wait for Halloween because I come 24/7. That's a lie. I don't. I can come maybe once a day.
We're old now.
And then if it was like consecutive days, and there has to be like at least a week of just hang out and a lot of steak.
Red meat and Gatorade.
Yeah.
Replenish electrolytes.
Gotta recruit. I know, it's gonna get really gross right now. I was watching. So I've been in this weird funk right now. It's not so much a funk, but just like an exploration of the internet. Because I'm bored at home. And I'm never bored. I'm just spending my time doing things that I shouldn't be doing. And one of those things is I've been really watching a lot of like porn fails. Like,
I remember you talked to me when you found the first one the other day.
When I found the first one the other day, I found like a porn fail compilation, and I just found it hilarious. I was like, what the fuck? This is funny. And like, I think partly it's because like one of my favorite things on DVDs is like the commentary and like behind the scenes stuff. Because you're like, that's the reason I got into filmmaking.
Yeah, I
was
enjoy
like,
the special features.
Yeah, like I just love watching. I love like being like seeing how things got made. You know, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So I love making movies. So with porn fails, it's kind of one of those things where it kind of peels back like the kimono, like the mystique on some of the porn, you know, because like porn, you're always like, oh my god, like everything's always so perfect,
like,
you know,
it looks so easy.
Yeah. And it's just funny, like fucking watching porn, a guy comes in like 10 seconds, or like, you know, like guys like fisting a girl and the girl's ass like blows out, or like it's just, you're just like, this shit happens on a daily basis in this industry. These are things they have to worry about.
Yeah, and they just kind of laugh it off, and they're like, all right, let's take 5 and get cleaned up and
so with that
back into it.
With that said, so a lot of compilation videos, which has led to like best anal compilations, like on my like thing when I go to the website, and one of them was like best homemade cum shot compilation.
Okay.
And I was like, I've never been a man, like I always cum in the condom. There's a couple times I've cummed on titties and like a backside, and you're like, cool, but I've never cummed on a woman. I've never cummed on a girl's face, because I feel like it's just not a very,
kind of degrading.
Yeah, it's not a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Some girls I've dated were like, you could do it, and I was like, I'm okay, I'm not gonna do that. So this video was just a bunch of guys coming on girls' faces and stuff, and I was watching it, and it was a 12-minute video, and 2 things I noticed. One, I don't like guys moaning, and all that was a lot of blowjobs and a lot of guys going, oh yeah, oh suck it, oh I'm gonna fucking come all over you, yeah. And I was like, I'm not into that. That's not my thing.
It's not great.
It's not. My pants were on during this whole time. Like, this is me purely watching porn for like enjoyment in a different way, if that makes sense. It's very odd. Second thing I noticed, I have never cummed as much as all these men have cummed. I know this is going to be a weird conversation, but it's the gentleman's podcast tonight.
Yeah.
I've cummed. I've had like maybe like 3 really good comes in my life where like I fucking came and it shot across the room and like hit the wall with the audible like, you know, and then I've had like a myriad of like middle comes where I'm like, oh wow, that shot far, but like not as far as like the 3, and then most of the times it's just like a boom, you know, like there it is. But every one of these cum compilation videos I watched, like fucking like it was like a super soaker. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I was like, what the fuck? Are these guys just not having sex for like a month and then just going?
I feel like
it was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Because I feel like these kind of things at this point, when they're going for like the homemade like amateur videos, whatever, like they're doing that for the purpose of putting it online at that point. Like I feel like a lot of these aren't like, like we're just doing it for fun and like, yeah, let's put it online. Like they're doing it with the intent of tapping in, because it's like a super popular market right now.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like they gotta be saving up.
They gotta like, but like I'm just like, what the fuck? And I noticed a lot of like the technique was like they're almost like squeezing the dick and like controlling like the rapid like almost like a pressure hose, like when you put the finger over the nozzle. Because
I have the greatest mental image right now.
Because you can get like I don't know,
like fucking like champagne bottle opening.
Yeah, but that's how it was, dude. Like girls would be sitting there. That's also another thing I noticed. A lot of girls, like when the guys just like, oh yeah, and they're just sitting there with their tongue out, just like
kind of bored.
Yeah,
they're like waiting, like
they're like looking at the camera, like looking off camera, like I'm just like, and then they get shot, and it's always like this. Oh shit, because they weren't paying attention.
Yeah,
but yeah, dude, and it's also because it probably hurts because it comes out so forceful.
I'm sure even if it doesn't hurt, it's not pleasant.
Yeah, a lot of eye shots. I'm like, that's how you go blind, dude. I wasn't going anywhere with that. It's just I wanted to share.
My thoughts would come.
This is what unemployment leads to. I should start vlogging. I bought all the stuff to start vlogging.
You did.
This is the
I'm
stuff.
surprised you're not vlogging.
I know.
like to have you like. Just like not like a picture within picture for that, because then you're just showing porn on your vlog.
No, I can't do that.
But to have like
just turn on the camera and be
on
like,
you while you're watching, like you just hear like, oh
yeah,
what's happening there?
Or if it's me turning on the camera and be like, okay, guys. So and just talking about guys coming, just like I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'd be taken down like a minute, but Chubby Cat, man.
I don't think you would.
No. Well, like they've restricted a lot of stuff now, like adult content. Like it gets kind of put behind like a wall.
Interesting.
Yeah, YouTube's going under.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's not the.
It's like the
lawless free market that it was.
No, it's not. Like, and like I said, like a lot of people who used to make a living off YouTube now are going to like Patreon and all this stuff because like of the AdSense and all this stuff. So it's almost like it's still popular, but it's like the beginning of the end, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah,
it's very weird. Like, still people are doing YouTube hard. And like people are still trying to become YouTube famous, but people who've been around for a while,
people who are YouTube famous are like leaving the ship, and so then they're like opening up new openings, sort of. But
and those were like the smart ones. People who were like with YouTube when they began, they almost like realized, oh, this isn't gonna last. And like you have companies like Rooster Teeth who are like now expanded and got bought out by Full Screen, but all their stuff isn't on YouTube. Like they from the beginning they're like, we have our own website, so if YouTube ever goes down, we still have our stuff. And they also like branched out into like all these other medias and forms, right, where they're like, oh, if YouTube goes under, we're still going to be a production company. Yeah,
like we are not reliant upon this third party hosting site.
Yeah, that's what we get here at Chubby Cat. We go from cum to YouTube to being self-dependent. I mean, I guess going full circle, sugar daddies and sugar mamas,
right,
being self-reliant. Oh man.
So we're doing a lot of cleaning right now.
You are doing a lot of cleaning.
We have I think I might have mentioned last episode, we have a family reunion coming up.
Yep.
And so we're just deep cleaning the party pad and
getting new furniture.
Yeah, just getting new furniture, just doing some updates.
I shit you not. Like, I thought I was ready for the new carpet, like because they talked about it, and I was ready to be like, okay, we got to move everything.
They were going to do it, but then they decided
it'd be a lot.
It was not only it was a lot, but they're like, we still have like mostly like Oscar. So my dog right now, like he's really fucking old. He's like 14, and he's starting to become like incontinent, where like he will start pooping outside and like bring it in. He'll start walking, like he can't tell when he's done or not, so he'll bring it inside. And they're like, we just don't want like
new carpet,
brand new carpet to have like poop on it or anything, like. And if he starts losing control of his bladder or anything, they're like while he's like still here, like we don't want to like upgrade the carpet. Like we might as well have like the bad carpet with like where accidents are going to happen, and then like get new carpet when like the source of accidents is gone. Yeah. So they're kind of just waiting until I don't know, either Oscar passes or we move or what have you. But yeah, so we're doing a ton of deep cleaning and stuff, and it's like I've wanted to kind of do this for a while. My problem is every time I start this project, I don't know like what my wife is like willing to let go of or not. Like, and we kind of like when I'm in the mood to like do like the deep clean purges and stuff, it's almost always where I'm like, this fucking room's a mess. And like
I'm gonna throw it all away.
I'm gonna throw it all away.
Just get a black trash bag, and
there's like crocheting shit everywhere. Like, and like then like I get like halfway done, and I'm like, I don't want it. I'm not gonna try to like make a fight out of it. like, and like throw something that's important. So I just kind of like stop. But I wanted to like just really like simplify like my life and like my living quarters a lot. Part of it's, you know, unfortunate that we only have, and it's gonna, that part will I guess fix this up when Trev moves out here in like a month or so. We only have like one room for like what we had like a 3-bedroom house.
Yeah.
Worth of like stuff to like put our stuff, you know,
plus a garage and an actual house.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of condensed in here, but I'm just like, man, like what do you think is like the simplest setup that you could have and like be happy?
Bed.
What would you like what would like be like your basic requirements where you could be like, I could live comfortably like that?
Bed, desk, TV, computer. 'Cause that's pretty much what I've been living with for ever. Like, you know, like I just got everything that I need. And, like I normally live in my room when I'm at home.
Yeah.
Because everything I have.
What about like how many like pairs of clothes would you need at minimum? You know, like,
oh yeah, like I have so many fucking clothes.
'Cause I have a lot of clothes.
It drives me insane. Actually, you know what? Before I get rid of clothes, and like I get rid of button downs now. Like before, I used to hold on to clothes.
Yeah.
And now, like if I get a sock with and has a hole in it, like I'm just like, all right, that's trash. Or like I'd throw away all my underwear the other day because I was like, I've had this underwear forever. Like I don't wear just regular boxers anymore. I only wear briefs. So
Yeah.
I'm throwing these away. Jeans. I've been holding on to jeans with like holes in the crotch forever, and finally I'm just like, no, I'm throwing them away. Like I've been cleaning out like a lot of clothes, like just because I'm like, I don't have this. Like I had a lot of graphic tees for a while, and I'm like, I never wear these. Yeah, get the fuck out. Like, yeah, I'd be happy with 2 pairs of jeans, like maybe a week's worth of undershirts, and then like some button downs because I gotta have the button downs.
Yeah,
that's what I wear.
Yeah, like
suit. I have a shit ton of jackets, but I do get rid of a lot of my jackets now too. Like I'm like, why the fuck do I not need this? The one thing I need to get rid of in my life though is bags. I have too many backpacks.
You got a lot of bags.
Like right now in my room, I have my laptop bag. I have my camera bag. Actually, I have 3 camera bags in my room. One doesn't even fit in my closet, so it has to sit out on my floor. I have my Dungeons and Dragons backpack that sits in my closet in front of my dresser that I have to move every day when I want to get into my dresser. I have my gym bag that sits on top of my hamper, but right now my hamper is overflowing of clothes, so it's just kind of is like shoved in my closet. And then I have a backpack I don't use that's like shoved between my dresser and my built-ins in my closet. Downstairs, I have 3 camera bags that are empty that just sit on my shelf. I have 2 empty backpacks. And I also have like all my gun cases, like bags down there. And then in the garage, I have my gym bag that I found because I thought I lost it. So I bought the new gym bag, but I found the old one. I have my hiking backpack. I have my bug out bag. And then I have a couple suitcases. And then in my car, I have my production bag, backpack, which is my old high school backpack. And then my bug out bag that I keep in my car. I have too many bags in my life.
A lot of bags. Yeah, and like the problem is though, like bags are so satisfying.
They're so good. When you find a good I also have my fucking like 1-strap bag.
Yeah,
that I keep in my room. That's like my throw shit in and go out bag.
This is my I'm gonna use this bag.
I also have a fanny pack.
Yeah. Okay. So I got the same 1-strap bag. I got my bug out bag. I have like a small, like it's like a small satchel, I guess, that I use for D&D.
Yeah.
And like my iPad, because like a just good size. It's like a little bit larger than like a book, basically. I've got like a messenger bag that I don't really use anymore. Like I have it, but I haven't used it in a while because I wanted a good messenger bag with actual like straps that would like buckle in versus the buckles that like have the little magnets on it, because like I don't like the little clicks, little snap clips or like magnet things like just don't work very well. They don't keep it shaped very well. And then I had like one more backpack that I wanted to give into Selena as like her kind of like bug out bag for her car. But that's it. Like I really tried to like we have like luggage in our storage facility, but it's like kind of like just me and her. She has a duffel bag. That's one thing I do want. I want a duffel bag. because I don't have any good, like, if I'm going on a trip, like, just grab this and, like, put clothes in it.
Yeah.
I have to, like, I use my messenger bag last time I went camping. I was like, this is not like a, it's not like a put clothes in there thing.
Well, I have an old gym bag if you like it. And by old, I mean, like, it's new. I used it for, like, a couple months. And I thought I gave it to my grandfather. And so I bought a new one. So I have basically a gym duffel bag if you would like it.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. It's gray. And you can unzip one of the pockets and make it bigger.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What kind of material is it? Just like a nylon? Or?
Nylon, yeah. I bought it at Target.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Because that's like the one thing, like that one type of bag I don't have.
Yeah.
That I'm like,
if I can get rid of one less bag in my life.
You're like, yes.
And give you the curse.
But yeah, so I've got to like move. My problem is I still want like a little bug out bag for my car, my truck, but like it has to be like small enough, fits behind my seat.
Yeah.
That's my trunk. My back seat like folds down and like folds back up. And like my one strap bag, if I like, depending on how much I fill it and like how I position it, can sometimes go back there.
Yeah.
But like not often enough. Plus I like that bag to be able to use as a backpack.
Yeah, like I said, like, because that was my bug out bag for a while. And I was like, no, I actually kind of just like this bag. Like,
yeah, I was like, oh, like, just nice thing to have. So I got to get like another, like a little, I don't know what I'm going to like put in there though. Like I have to get, maybe like it's just a tiny regular backpack or something. I don't know, like a hiking one or something.
Yeah.
But
I also have a camelback. Fucking forgot about the camelback.
Oh, you have two of those. Yeah, my wife and I both have one.
Yeah. Fucking hate backpacks.
It's bad, man.
It is. I just need to move out and get my own place and fucking just have a room dedicated to like
your bag room.
You know what I fucking dream about? This is how fucking old I am. You ready?
Okay.
Like, I'm so ready to have like my own 2-bedroom apartment, which in San Diego probably will never happen on a solo income unless like I make it big.
It's the worst.
But I want a bedroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like the concept of not having a desk with a computer in my room, like, is a real turn on to me. Like, I've not had like a desk and computer in my room since middle school, and like, it's the worst. Like, it just takes up so much space.
So the funny thing is, like, so our last place, my computer was across the house.
Yeah.
And I actually wound up moving it back in the bedroom.
Really?
Yeah, like towards the end of it, I was like, I feel like I'm never on my computer now that it's like far away. And I'd be like, I gotta get up and go to my computer versus like get out of bed and just like get in my chair. And I'm like, I'm on my computer now.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you remember when we went to go, we were looking at they built some new houses down the street from Jason's house, and we were looking at it, and we walked into the master bedroom, and I was like sitting there, and I was like, oh man, like the bed can go here, my dress can go here, my computer can go here. And I stopped myself and looked at Jason. I was like, I was just saying I could put a desk in here when I'm like, there's like 7 other bedrooms in the house where I could literally make an office. Like,
yeah, he's like, I presumably I'd be living here alone, and I could have a whole house.
Yeah, and I put everything I need to live on in one bedroom, like, and just have a house.
But that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't mind having like a one. I mean, obviously not going to be functional once we have kids, but like a 1-bedroom apartment with like a really big bedroom.
Yeah,
like humongous bedroom with like a reasonable sized living room, because I like having like all my like entertainment stuff, like my computer and stuff, like in the bedroom. But I wouldn't mind having like my my Xbox or whatever out in the living room and be able to go out there if it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed. Okay, cool. Like, we can hang out here still and not like, because I did the studio apartment thing, and that like it was fine for a single man. But then it's like, oh, if someone wants to go to bed, you're like, well, goodbye, everyone. Like,
going. Yeah, I don't know. Also, the idea of just having like a closet that I can dedicate just to like my film gear, like getting like some shelves and like actually organizing my stuff instead of like shoving it onto like one shelf and then having to take out like 12 bags and going through it.
Our last house was like 80% closet.
Yeah.
So, and we filled them.
Yeah.
We fucking filled them.
I filled the shit out of everything.
I'm like, manifest destiny to all the closets. I literally had a closet that I shared with my wife for like our like just like polo shirts and button downs on there. I have like 3 polo shirts, but what I had I put in there, my button downs and my jackets, like my stuff I'd kind of wear like every day. And then I had another one which was like kind of like our winter and like out of rotational stuff. So I put like my thermals in there and like heavier like wool jackets and stuff. I'm like, okay, like it's hot. I don't need to wear these for like 6 months at least. Put those in there. And then I had a third closet, which was all of like my suits and like vests and like formal gear that I wouldn't put on like every day. And then I had like another like back half of the closet of stuff that like kind of didn't fit but was close enough that I'm like, I'll hang on to this in case like it starts to fit again. And I had 3 closets full of clothes. I moved out of there and I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Why do I have so many things?
How am I ever gonna do this?
I have a closet upstairs that has my button downs and my dresser. I have a closet downstairs that has all my jackets. Actually, no, I'm sorry, only half my jackets now because now there's something else there that takes up space. And then I had to manifest destiny some of my mom's walk-in closet for some of my suit jackets. And I'm like, why? Why is this happening?
Jackets.
I have a lot of jackets. I have a thing. I like jackets.
Dude, outer layers are dope.
They're the dope.
Sucks that we live in Southern California sometimes.
Yep.
I would wear a jacket every day of my life if it was comfortable.
Yeah, dude. It fucking pulls an outfit together.
It does very
Especially
well.
with a fucking button down. Just like, what's up? Well, I think that's going to do it for our gentleman edition of Chubby Cat. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was nice.
It was fun.
It was nice
relaxing.
outside. Yeah. It was very chill. I feel like drinking the beer makes me feel like we should do one where we just do like shots.
Just
like set a timer for 45 minutes and like every 5 minutes we do a shot.
Fuck.
How many shots is that? 5 divided. That's 9 shots.
That's 9 shots, dude. Like,
Is that a lot of shots?
What kind of shots are we doing?
We'd all pick our alcohol choice.
Oh my god. Maybe like
10 minutes?
Yeah, maybe 10 minutes.
Or maybe we do a power hour. Like we make a special edition podcast. That's like every 60 seconds he has to drink a beer.
I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. Every 60 seconds. I couldn't drink a beer in 60 seconds.
Yeah. Or maybe it's like every 2 minutes. It's something. No, because it's a power hour. So it's like every minute you have to drink a beer.
We wouldn't be talking. It would just be the sound of frantic chugging.
It's just going. I was just going. It's so fizzy.
Pass me another one. No more. We're only how far are we in? We're 18 minutes in. Oh Jesus
Shit,
Christ!
you think we'd make 18 beers in? Like I'd fucking probably make it 3 and be like, I'm full. This is too much bread. I can't. Quitting.
What are you gonna have for breakfast today? Nothing. We're gonna drink 60 beers later on.
It's my calories for a month.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat today. Aren't you gonna get super fucking drunk? Oh yeah, but I don't want to die of like eating 18,000 calories in a day.
I'm not Michael Phelps.
I'm like, I have 2 choices: get shit faced or become obese in a night.
In the night, just wake up and just like fat.
Oh
man,
God!
But thank you guys so much for listening. As always, it's a pleasure to provide you with this content. Please like and subscribe on iTunes. Leave us a review and comment. Say, hey, what's up to us on Instagram at ChubbyCatCrew or email us at chubbycatpodcast@gmail.com. And we'll say, hey, what's up back. Yeah. And check out our YouTube page. Right now it's just podcast, but like I said, I'll upload the first couple episodes of TC and J and some vlogs. I'll do some vlogs tomorrow or something. I know. The only thing I feel like with vlogging, like I always feel like vlogs are like, look at my life, it's fucking exciting. And like my vlogs are gonna be like, I'm gonna go to Starbucks. That waitress was pretty hot, right?
What's up with her?
What's up with her? Also, I feel like people are gonna look at me like I'm fucking crazy.
Probably.
Especially since we don't really have vloggers in San Diego, or I guess in Santee.
Yeah, I was gonna say San Diego. I'm sure we have plenty, but
like in Santee,
probably don't see many rolling
East
around
County.
Santee.
I'm just gonna be fucking walking around like fucking Whole Foods. I'm like, actually, Whole Foods probably would understand. Like fucking Vaughn's. Just walking down the aisles, like, we'll get some fucking sriracha today. Like, you're gonna be like,
is that your vlogging voice? Let me get some sriracha today.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my vlog. So today I gotta go to the supermarket and get some sriracha.
Hi guys, I'll get some ancho chili sauce.
I'm gonna make a really nice artisanal pizza. Gluten free.
Why do we always eat baked beans camping? I need something fresh, something artisan.
Scout's Guide.
Oh man.
But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired.
Oh God, me too.
All right, guys. Until next time. No, it's different. Different sign
so
off.
Close.
A rub-a-dub chub.